everyone, it's Jack from Cultaholic.com back again with another big news update. We have news of NXT superstars, the ones that have been confirmed to be called up to the main roster soon, all teasing which brand they're going to get on. Some of them seem to have confirmed it actually, whereas others are just being a little bit of a naughty tease. Ooh. In other news, a major star of the UK independent scene has officially signed with Ring of Honor, and we have news on Bray Wyatt and when he is likely to return from injury and whether it's going to be on TV or at a live show or in what capacity, and a potential future opponent. Also, we're going to talk about a 5-star match that was awarded this week by Dave Meltzer in the Wrestling Observer newsletter. So without any further ado, let's take a look at all of those news stories and let's get on with it. So let's talk about those NXT superstars who seem to be teasing where they're going to go. I say teasing, as I mentioned in the intro, some of them appear to have confirmed it. So on SmackDown Live, it looks as though they're going to get their hands on 3 of the call-ups, the identities of those being EC3 and both members of Heavy Machinery. Both EC3 and the tag team seem to have confirmed that they're heading to the blue brand on Twitter, but then the other call-ups haven't yet really confirmed or denied where they're going to go. They've all been a bit sneaky about it. You'd expect Nikki Cross to go to SmackDown because obviously Sanity are there and she's part of that stable, but as always in WWE, you never really know what's going to happen. Meanwhile, Lars Sullivan did tease a bit that he might be going to Raw, but again, that doesn't seem to confirm anything. He just basically said, oh, you're watching Raw, you think that Shane McMahon sweats a lot. Watch how much everyone sweats when I'm Lars Sullivan. It was something along the lines of that. It wasn't very witty. Also, Lacey Evans was calling all of the main roster women nasties. That's her insult, of course. But she only said that during Raw. Again, she was tweeting during Raw. Whether I'm reading too much into this, I don't know if that necessarily means that she is going to Raw or whether that necessarily means that Lars is going to Raw. But we'll keep an eye on the situation and let you know when it's confirmed or further alluded to, I guess. But yes, the key thing to take away from that is the fact that EC3 and Heavy Machinery look more than likely to be heading to SmackDown Live. Now, on to Ring of Honor, because it's been announced that a major star of the UK independent scene has indeed signed with the company. And this is particularly big news given the current climate where a whole host of top-level UK talent have been, not poached, but you know what I mean, they've signed more exclusive deals with WWE, with NXT UK, which is severely limiting the dates they can wrestle for other promotions. It seems like this particular star has his camp in the opposite sort of direction. He's now firmly an indie wrestler, if that makes sense. He's signed with Ring of Honor. He can wrestle anywhere in the UK that he wants for any promotion. He's not really restricted as some other members of the UK scene are. So who is this man? Well, it is none other than Mark Hoskins, one of the best pure workers, in my opinion, in the entire United Kingdom. He's so slick, so fast and so smooth, and I don't really know why WWE UK wouldn't want to try and, entice him along to their version of NXT. I suppose maybe they did and he turned it down. I don't know, because if you watch him, you can just tell that he's a phenomenal talent in the ring. It's also worth mentioning that Bandido recently signed with Ring of Honor, and that was talked a lot about in The Observer today, because obviously Bandido was on All In as part of the main event. Everyone assumed that he'd be pledging his future to the new rumoured, still not really a thing, AEW promotion, All Elite Wrestling, that everyone's sort of talking about. When it'll get set up, who knows, but maybe next year. Anyway, Bandido looked as though he was going to pledge his future to them, but in signing with Ring of Honor, that seems to have gone against what everyone expected him to do. Also, of course, Marty Scurll in Ring of Honor has set up Villain Enterprises alongside Brody King and PCO, 2 new signees. Sticking with The Observer for just a second, Dave Meltzer has managed to squeeze in another 5-star match before the end of the year. Well done, Dave. That 5-star rating was awarded to the New Japan Pro Wrestling tag team match from last weekend, which pitted Will Ospreay and Hiroshi Tanahashi against Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi. Kind of 2 feuds mashed together, because obviously Ibushi and Ospreay will be opening the main portion of Wrestle Kingdom 13, and Omega and Tanahashi will be closing it with the main event title match. Even if you've not seen this match, it's quite likely, if you're on Twitter, that you've seen a gif from the match. This was the match where Ibushi went for a top rope kind of springboard head scissors thing on Ospreay, but Ospreay flipped out and landed on his feet, and they both did some sort of very dramatic back-to-back anime pose down and got everyone very excited for January the 4th. Me especially, because I'm going to be there. That's weird. And finally, according to PW Insider, Bray Wyatt is set to return to the ring next week. This follows on from the cryptic tweets he did a few days ago, and everyone was like, what the hell does he mean? Is there going to be a bit of a gimmick change? Who knows? PW Insider did not mention whether this meant he'd be returning, to TV, or whether it would just be at live events. But the speculation seems to be around the internet that he's going to be working live events, possibly even a series of matches with John Cena. But again, that wouldn't be on television, that would just be at house shows. So that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching this news video. I've been Jack from Cultaholic.com. You can follow me on Twitter if you want to at Jack the Jobber. You can follow all of us at Cultaholic and check out our Patreon as well, patreon.com/Cultaholic. And never forget, of course, if you haven't done so already, to hit subscribe and to join us.